let's see. Welcome to the horror show. Are you excited?
I am excited.
Are you excited? Okay, I'm John and this is Courtney. This is the premiere episode of the horror show, where we will be doing a retrospective today on Pet Semetary, one of the great horror films of past. We just got through watching it, actually.
Yeah, and I think we should tell everybody why we're actually doing Pet Semetary. Part of the reason is because it was the first movie we ever watched together.
That is true.
So we thought that would be a good way to start this. And I don't know. I always liked Pet Semetary.
Now, you saw it before I saw it. Or before
we watched it together.
Yeah, before we watched it together.
Yeah.
I saw it 10 times at the theater. Because I was insane. And I was like 17 at the time.
And you obviously had a lot of money to blow.
Well, no, I think it was playing at like a $2 theater. The Showcase 1 and 2 theater on Brainerd Road. Me and Chris would spend our weekends there. We go, let's go see Pet Semetary, and we'd see it like 4 times in a day. It was so fun. We had a lot of fun watching that movie. It was a good fucking movie. We loved that movie. It was so much fun. And it was scary, and it had good music, and I mean, just from the get-go. We just got through watching it, so. But what did you like about it the most? What was your favorite part?
Oh, no. I don't know if I have really a favorite. Well, you know what? I think my favorite part was all the locations and the casting, like we were talking about earlier. Rather than picking a scene in the movie, I think I would say that the locations were perfect.
Yes, they were.
And the casting was great.
Yeah, they really took did a lot of work to bring Stephen's vision to what it was supposed to be. And I think Stephen writing the screenplay was also important. And that the cat was perfect. I couldn't have got a better actor to play the cat. Church was awesome. And Fred Gwynn, of course, rest his soul. He will be missed, but he'll always be remembered. So he was great. And I don't know, the remake, they keep talking about the remake. And I don't know about the remake.
I don't know. I just hope they don't get in there and totally change the story, make it like a teen movie or something, because it's not. It's about a family. Well,
he did Piranha, and Piranha was like a teen. It made for college people. Okay, it wasn't made for, or marketed anyway, for people of, say, my age, who's been around a lot longer than most of these young people who don't know shit about horror movies. And but he knows shit about horror movies. He's a good director. The Hills Have Eyes was fucking great. Yeah. So I know you. She has a thing with rape scenes. She also don't like to be on camera. That's why she's not on camera. So you can write your comments. Force her to get on camera.
I don't know. Maybe one day.
One day?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll see. You're my sweet.
Okay. But I know this is supposed to be about the movie, but anybody who's ever read the book, I think they did a really good job. I mean, of course, yeah, they had to change stuff and everything, but I agree with you that it was good that Stephen King wrote the screenplay, because then he could still get in all of his character development that I really, really like in his books.
That's right.
I definitely think this is one of the better adaptations of a Stephen King book.
Well, I agree. And he did it. You know, he changed some things that I would like to see. If they did a remake and do some things different, and I would like to see possibly Judd's wife. She was a big deal in the book, and it was important because she died, and Ellie got to see. It was like a grandmother thing. You know, that's one of the things that prepares you when you're a little kid, when your grandparents usually dies. And it prepares you for death and stuff like that. But that wasn't in the movie, and I kind of missed that. And, you know, but of course Judd was awesome. period. By himself or not, Judd was great. He was my favorite part of it. Pet Semetary was Judd.
And I mean, he has one of the most iconic lines for any horror movie fan, a true horror movie
That is
fan.
true.
You know, sometimes dead is better.
That's right.
And that's right.
And it's true. That's the thing. It's really true.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a new way to look at death. It taught me a new way to look at death. So, and sometimes dead is better. Shit. What are we gonna do? Shit. But anyway, but if they remake it, I'd like to see something. Really like to see Gage come out. Gage was too. Of course, you know, they used the real actor, and he was just what? How old do you think he was? I don't even know.
He couldn't have been older than 3 because she said she had to change him. So he was still in diapers.
Right, but he was something else. I mean, he did a great job.
Yeah.
He was the cutest little boy. And when he died, his death scene, that truck hitting him, I mean, it was just, it gets to you. But then at the end, of course, especially if you've read the book, and he first digs him up and he opens the coffin and his head is gone. But it was just all the moss that was covering him. And he had to wipe it off. Ugh. It was horrid. And he would have been really dirty and nasty. And he was just too clean for me. And of course, you couldn't put a lot of makeup on a little kid like that, I guess. But it would have been cool if they did. It would have been cool if they did.
Well,
Fucking A.
But I think they did something that is lacking in a lot of newer horror. You don't have to show some things.
That's
you don't
true.
need to. Like when the
true.
truck ran over him,
Well, yeah.
you didn't see him rolling underneath the tires of the truck or anything. Yeah. I mean, you kind of heard it, but that's all you needed.
Yeah,
you don't
it was
always
enough.
have to see.
Yeah, you don't need to see that. No, I really don't want to see that. But when it becomes the dead coming back to life, which is more campy, I guess.
Could be.
You know, I would like to see more. And especially in the book. In the book, Gage was vicious. And he knew things about Judd and his wife. And he was pretty brutal. Talking about Norma taking it up the ass from Satan or some shit. I don't know. It was weird. It was like he knew things, and he was talking to Judd like that, and this little kid. It was weird. And it made it a little more disturbing to me, but I would like to have seen that. Get a midget to play him or something. I know that's not politically correct. I'm sorry, but midget's a great word. It is. Don't be ashamed.
Oh my gosh.
What? Anyway, but yeah, I'd like to see some great things in the remake. And of course, we didn't even mention Zelda, which Zelda was a big thing.
Zelda was creepy, and I have this thing about like the people all moving all weird and slow, and all their joints are all messed up.
Joints
and stuff.
are messed up, and
I can't. That bothers me, and that's one of the earliest things like that I remember.
Yep. That's a wonderful thing.
Was seeing that. Oh God, it's creepy.
It's that Silent Hill when it comes out of the fog.
Yeah.
I always think of that. That was a good moment in a mediocre film. But that's another story for another time. But that's our little retrospective on Pet Semetary, and it's been fun talking about it and going over the film. Especially sitting here with Courtney doing it. It's been fun. So this is our first episode, and we're going to do different shows and be coming at you every week about this time. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. What do you think? Anyway.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
That's right. Until next time, sometimes dead is better. That's right! Get out of here, damn.
Under the arc of a wasted